facing the police every single day.
Oh,
Hello.
hey, we're doing a story today on. We're doing a story on today. Why don't you like Trump? What's your reason? And what's your sign? Wait a minute, we got this throne is gold. Oh man, very good. You are the artist, right?
Why don't I like Trump?
Yes.
Okay, as a president or as a person? Because I have not liked Trump ever since Trump Tower went up.
Okay. All right. Why not?
Because he is so all for him.
Right. Self-centered.
He is self-centered. Anything,
Right.
And I don't mind Republicans. Republicans we need.
Right.
Because conservatives make the parachutes,
Right.
while progressives make the airplanes.
Interesting.
We need both. But MAGAs they're not worth anything. They're not for anything.
What do you think about Elon starting the third party to split it? You read about that, right?
Yeah. He's an asshole too.
Right.
But there has
Well, you need an asshole with them. I mean, right? I mean, you need both, right?
Yes.
You need to eat and shit.
Well, I just wish the Democrats weren't such pussies.
Right. Oh my.
Because
no kidding.
I loved Obama.
Okay.
But he was a pussy. He had a majority.
Right.
He had a great majority. And he kept reaching across the aisle.
Right.
Trying to get a consensus.
Right.
After he did it 2 times, he should have said, the heck with this, I'm going to push my agenda.
Right.
Because the Republicans, they don't care what anybody else says.
Right.
And they can't win legally.
Right. Interesting.
I'm a little anarchist.
Right. Ooh, there you go.
Little anarchist.
There you go.
So I do wish the Democrats were a little bit more, not bad.
Right.
Like Michelle said.
Right.
We have to go high when they go low.
Right.
But there are times when you just have to slap them in the face.
Damn. What, like with BLM stuff, or what do you mean?
No.
Did you agree with BLM burning down cities?
With who?
BLM burning down cities and stuff like that years ago?
Oh, no. Actually,
if it's government stuff, maybe, right?
I was back in the 60s.
Right.
And I was just telling him, I actually sat for one day with SDS. Do you know what SDS is?
No.
You're too young.
I am.
Students for a Democratic Society.
Was Obama there in the building with you?
No.
Okay.
He was too young, too.
Okay.
If you looked them up, they were a little radical. I sat with them one day.
Are they like the Black Panthers?
Not...
No kidding.
A little, but
How far back was that? STS? 65?
68.
Wow.
69.
No kidding.
So...
Were they the ones that were shot at Kent State?
No, they were not even political, those people.
Oh, wow.
I went to Penn State.
Okay.
I was not on campus that day.
Right.
I heard Kent, and I thought they said Penn.
Right.
And I was freaking that my friends were killed.
Right.
No, I sat with them one day and argued, and they said, when are you coming back? I said, I'm not. I'm tired of arguing.
Right.
Preaching to the choir doesn't work.
Right. Interesting. I didn't ask. Did you like my shirt?
I am not big on the F word,
Right.
because that's going to turn more people
Right,
off than it
right.
turns on.
Now, do you know why I'm so strong with that? Because do you realize when our founding fathers came here, they freed our country. We had literally started with almost no laws, right? And now everything's illegal again. And Trump just did that with this big, beautiful bill, right?
Oh, God, yes. And the policing for profit isn't even the worst. It's the jails for
Yes,
profit.
that is correct.
Because-
Florida's number 3.
Because
That is correct.
they
And now
have
we got
to-
Alcatraz.
And they're not going to get rid of it when this
That's
is over.
right. And they're going to start putting people in there that don't like
To
what they're
make
saying, right?
money because
That
it's
is
for
correct.
profit.
That's right.
It's for profit. So they have to keep arresting more and more people.
Yes, they do.
It's never the rich.
It is sad, isn't it?
It's not the rich.
That is correct. I'm shocked they didn't let P. Diddy out.
That it what?
They didn't let P. Diddy out because he kind of won his case, right? All they got is this 2 little charges for...
Well, they haven't let him out yet because they wanted to do some further research.
Right.
So he's going to get something.
Okay.
But he's not going to get the big one.
Yeah, he's not going to get the big one.
No,
Yeah,
he's not gonna get the big
I know.
If
Yeah,
for some
he just enjoys sex. What's wrong with that, right?
Oh yeah, and he just has an alternate style.
Exactly.
What bothers me is
Why,
so
do you like
many
baby oil that
people-
much too, or no?
So many middle class people, of which there are not that many anymore,
Right.
believe that if you're rich,
Right.
you are entitled.
Right.
They want to go back to the old,
That's true.
where there are the serfs and the peons.
Ooh, you do know your history. Very good.
I am a studier. I
Okay,
am a
do you know what this news organization means? When our founding fathers came here, who were the people that turned the public on to killing the redcoat British police? Who were the people that did that? The preachers. And the minute the redcoat British police saw a preacher, do you know what they did to him? Shot him dead.
Nazi Germany did the same thing.
There you go. That is correct.
They had the one preacher that they thought was on their side.
Right.
He was one of the people behind the bombing that they wanted to do to him originally.
I did not
I've
know that.
studied
Oh my God.
a lot about Nazi Germany, and
Right.
it is so scary that this is just
Happening again.
yeah,
We're repeating history.
Scare the people,
Right.
scare the people, scare the people.
Well, not only that, do you think we're redoing the encampment of the Japanese? Do you think we're redoing it now with the Mexicans?
I think it's a little
It's
worse.
kind of an internment camp,
I
right?
think it's worse than that. I think it's alligator Auschwitz.
Damn! Wow, that's heavy. That
I think it's alligator
Right.
Auschwitz because, I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference between holding all these people and then slowly they start disappearing.
right,
I'm
Wow.
worried. I'm worried.
right.
If it goes down the rabbit hole a lot further, we will need a public uprising.
Right. So do you think he's going to start putting you guys in there?
My grandma was an immigrant,
Right.
so it is very possible that I could be a birthright.
Wow.
I think until it happens to people
Right.
that are, until it happens to them, they're not going to change.
Right. Wow, interesting. And when and that's the same thing with the policing for profit. A lot of people support the police until it happens to them. Do you like to read books?
Oh God!
Okay.
I'm going back to the library. I got up 4 books 2 weeks ago, and I've read all of them but half of one.
Do you know the American lawyer Alan Dershowitz?
Yes,
Okay, did you ever read his book 3 Felonies a Day?
I am into historical things.
Okay, well, it is historical. So this is what he does. He did research. Did you know we're both breaking the law right now? There's so many laws in the book, local,
yeah.
state, and federal. They could just walk over here and
There's too
arrest
many
you.
of
Yeah,
us.
there's too. That's
Too many
correct.
of us.
Too many laws on the books. Is that what the founding fathers fought for? No, that's a no, right? Exactly. Hey, by the way, how late is everybody staying out today?
This is until 10.
Oh,
It
all right.
used to be 9:30 to 10:30, but because of the heat, they've changed it to 9
Okay,
since
all right.
the last
All
one.
right, and I'm going to try to get some more questions
You
here.
should have been at the last one.
No, I was there.
Oh,
it was
okay.
huge. It was huge.
It
Yes,
was
that was
monstrous.
fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And
I
good
agree.
police presence.
Yes, I saw that.
They were good police. And
Right.
they're good today, too. They
Right.
had a pretty good turnout. But it looks-
Very good. All right, I'm going to try to get some more
Go
interviews.
get some crazy
All right,
people.
right. Miss, we're doing a poll today, or a question. Why do you hate Trump?
I don't hate him. I just don't think he should be there.
Okay. All right. Is there a couple reasons you can think of, or?
Oh, 37 felony charges.
That's true. That's a good point, right? All right. Okay. So they're trying to say,
He isn't allowed in all these countries he's going to.
right,
Anybody else who is a felon can't go anywhere.
right, So by the way, they tried to say that 8647 means killing him. Is that true?
No.
It doesn't. What does
It's
it mean?
Trashing. You ever work in an office? They say 86 that. In other words, cancel it out.
Okay. All right.
No
Got
killing.
it. Okay. Not
I don't
killing.
believe in killing.
What's on the
I
other
believe
side?
in
All right. No kings. Very good. So you guys are getting a good, people are honking for you then today?
Half and half.
Right, all right, got it. I'm shocked. I thought you were going to get a good turnout like the last
It's
one.
raining.
Right?
Here in the last one.
Yes, yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was fun. Okay, I'm going to try to get some more interviews. Thank you. So we're press. We're asking today. So why don't you like Trump? What are your reasons?
I don't discuss that with people around wrong.
Oh, all right, okay.
Thank you.
All right, I don't qualify. I got a good shirt, right? All right, what's that? We the people. Ooh, that is a very good one. Okay, do you know why I have this shirt? So when we came to America and they freed the country, how many laws did we have?
Probably none.
I know, isn't it weird? Do you know almost everything's illegal now?
Probably.
Isn't that sad? I mean, we're literally breaking the law right now and we don't even know it. There's so many laws in the book, local, state, and federal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so is that what our founding fathers fought for?
Doesn't seem like anything matters anymore.
Right. Do you think...
Like the Pledge of Allegiance,
Right.
I had to say it last night, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean anything.
Right. Ah, there's one. There you go. So do you think Trump is turning in this to a police state again? Especially with the new bill, which gave what, $100 billion to?
Like ICE can, his own private army there. Yeah.
Yes, it is the most budget than even small countries. They said.
Yeah.
So, So do you think?
Those guys got guns over there.
What happened? So do you think that the camps that they're building, they're going to put you in because you're speaking out against the king?
I don't know.
Does that make you kind of worried?
Well, wouldn't you be worried?
I am worried. That's why I'm wearing the shirt.
Are you filming her right there?
What's that?
Are you filming?
No, they are on that camera right over there.
Are you filming it?
On that camera right over there, they are. Yeah, I don't know what he's scared of. Hey, thank you. Sir, can I ask a question? I'm pressed. We're doing a question today. So why do you guys not like Trump? What's your reason?
He's a sociopathic,
Okay,
authoritarian,
fascist kind of maybe.
fascist. You could put that in there.
Do you
too.
agree, especially since the budget with $150 billion for ICE, the most? There's more in that than there is small countries.
That's the Gestapo.
Yes. So do you think we're going to end up in the camp because I have a shirt like this?
Thank you for inviting me to the indivisible.
So do you think
meeting.
that
And didn't you go to the indivisible meeting too?
Yes.
Indivisible?
Yep.
We all went.
Yep.
That's good. That's really good.
Okay, so do you
Absolutely.
think you're going to end up in the
I love it.
Thank you.
We don't need to talk to that person. He's not even a real.
Oh my God.
He's the one that wants World War III.
Oh my, I don't know what she's
This president. You
something.
probably heard about this.
Smoking something. Anyways, so do you think you're going to end up in the camp the way that it's going?
I myself probably not,
Right.
but
Am I going to end up in the camp for this shirt?
unlikely.
Right.
Don't waste your time with this guy.
Okay.
Don't-
He cursed us out when we were over.
I don't know what
he
he's...
lies to you, then
Oh.
he tries
He
to
curses
suck
you
you
out.
in.
Wow. I don't know what they're on,
Yeah.
sir.
Calls you a
Yeah.
Nazi
Holy
and all
cow.
these other things.
Wow. Wow. I thought you guys are for freedom, man. Wow. I wore a shirt. So anyways, do you know what I mean by this shirt? So you know when on our
You know
country...
what I mean by this shirt?
Oh, very good. Very nice.
I think we're done. We're here for the protest.
Right. All right. So do you get when we freed our country, we had no laws, and now there's laws everywhere, right?
Actually, there were laws.
Yeah,
they
there
were
were.
Only a couple.
There were laws put in place by the British Crown.
Right. All right. And then we defeated the British Crown, and then we were a free country, and now everything's illegal. Did you know you're breaking a law right now, and you don't even know it? There's so many laws in the book.
Nope.
Okay, it is true.
This
There's a
is
book.
what democracy looks like.
Exactly. So there's a book called 3 Felonies a Day. It'll explain it all. But all right. Thank you. Sir, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
All right. So we're finding out today. So why are you guys here? Why don't you like Trump? What are your reasons? I know there's a lot, right?
But I am.
What does your shirt say? Oh man, that's a good one. Very good.
Well, I've always disliked him, but I am a federal employee who pretty much got forced to retire.
You did get canned?
I didn't necessarily get canned, but it was becoming
Early retirement?
not early. I was full out eligible, so I just took it.
Wow.
Because they just started doing so much stuff to us to make it uncomfortable.
Right.
And after a while, I was like, you know what? Screw it.
Right.
So,
Wow.
which is
Did you get a good
unfortunate.
package though leaving?
Yeah, I had 34 years in, so.
Oh,
I did
you're all
okay.
set. You're good then.
I am, and I also wanted. I know they
unless
took it out of the bill.
unless he
but-
crashes our economy.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. And I know they took it out of the bill, but when I decided to retire, they still had that chipping away at the
Right.
pension sort of stuff in there, and that Social Security supplement they were threatening was like $2,000 a month. You know, so
Wow.
that would have been a big hit for me. So
Right.
I decided to get out before they could really hurt me.
Interesting. How many do you think he forced out?
You know what? So I worked for the Refugee and Asylum Program, and a lot of people left.
Were you with the U.S. Aid?
USCIS.
Wow, no kidding. So you were part of So you were part of the Elon Musk thing?
I was not.
Okay, all right.
But they did let go a few people, and I think we're still waiting on our RIF.
Right.
So we'll see. It just was getting really uncomfortable. They did stupid stuff like you have to go to the office every day, even if, you know.
Right.
And, you know, I don't know, just, it doesn't matter if you're sitting in a closet.
Right, right. Which a lot of IT people do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's
exactly.
no reason for me to go in the office. I do, like, writing.
Right,
So it was just stupid stuff like that.
right. Wow.
And then, you know, the way they disappear people now, I just
Yes.
can't even imagine.
So that was the other question I'm asking. Do you think he's turning us into a fascist police state?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I got the shirt.
Yeah.
And do you think you're going to end up in a camp someday just for a sign?
I'll tell you this, when I was still a federal employee, I got myself off of social media a lot
Okay.
and wiped myself off the internet.
Well, a lot of the government tells you to do that now, right? Yeah.
If you could end up in jail or indicted for a face shield, you could end up indicted for a sign.
Okay, there you go. Exactly. I know, like they're trying to say that the 86 signs mean kill them. Do you agree with that or disagree?
No, because I had an 8645 bumper sticker for a long time.
And they never put you in jail.
No, when I was last term.
Right. Got it. Wow.
And they just continue to sow hate and not tell people the truth.
Right.
And one day, when they find out the truth, I'm fearful that there'll be a lot of violence.
Exactly. So do you know what the shirt means? How basically everything is illegal in America now, sadly?
Yeah.
Especially after this bill?
Well,
Holy crap.
You know, the administration gives themselves a lot of leeway to decide what's legal and what's not.
Right.
And when it fits their narrative.
Right.
But yeah, threatening to arrest people who won like a primary.
Right.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Right.
So.
Unbelievable. Any other reasons that you guys don't like him?
Because he's immoral. He's
Right.
a scam artist.
Right.
He is enriching himself.
Yes, while he's in, I know he's selling watches now. Did you see that? Holy crap. And Bitcoin. Dang.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's really rich behind the scenes now
Right.
in ways. So.
Exactly. All right. Well, hey, thank you for your time.
thanks.
Yep.
Find any more crazies?
Oh, come on. I believe in fighting for freedom. I'm wearing my...
Were they as crazy as me?
No, they're sane. They are
So
sane.
they are crazier than me.
Oh, come on.
I'm crazier than
Okay,
them.
I'm crazy for freedom. Is that legal? Or they're going to make that illegal? No comment?
Well, we're not supposed to say anything nasty about the
That's right.
about the man.
That's right. Which button do I push to get across? This one?
I think
That one or that?
No,
Oh, that.
one goes down.
Okay, this way. Now that's a good sign, taco. That took some effort, man.
Yeah, I got that.
Very
I
good.
have a taco.
Wow. I don't know if I'm going to wait. Jesus, what's going on, man? Oh, I'm gonna get hit now. Oh, I'm gonna get hit again. All right, I'm safe? Yes!
I love it, Black Road News.
Thank you. Can I ask, because we're doing a story today, so what are the reasons why you guys don't like Trump? I know there's a lot.
Oh, I know you.
Okay, right? Okay.
Yeah, you've been at the city council meetings. The
Once in a great
commissioners.
while, you are correct. Yeah. They try to pass me from those, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't like me.
Oh,
they don't
yeah,
like-
take care.
Who did this? This is nice. Okay, who did you?
Me.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. That's talented. So what are some of the reasons why you don't like Trump?
What I don't like, I think he's cruel.
Okay.
The way he implements the law is
Right.
Very cruel. It's no need to do some of the things. And also cutting taxes for people that could actually afford
Yeah,
to pay taxes.
yeah.
How you been? How are your lawsuits going?
Wow, you are informed.
Yeah, I know
Good,
you. I
good.
have
Yes,
your,
there's a lot.
I follow you sometimes.
There you go. Yeah, so she knows I got 32 tickets for free speech and free press in Punta Gorda. It was ridiculous. And arrested for free speech on the sidewalk. Yeah, that was not good. Ask the wife. So,
How did that turn out?
anyways, no, we're about ready to sue on that. We've already got, I think, 8 or 9 lawsuits in federal court. And then,
Okay.
maybe it should have been a little bit heavier. I use this stuff too for when I go out.
Yeah.
But I get the lightweight. I think it's 1 inch.
1 inch?
And yeah, that's just way more stable. As you can see, this is like floppy. But
okay.
next time, right?
I'll switch.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So
I
yes.
should take advice from you. You've been doing it for a long time.
Well, I've been doing it forever, but you know why I went out, right? Because they were crucifying me online. They struck all my videos down, my channels down. I had no choice. That's why I had to go out. And I had to fight that ban on free speech. That was stupid. You know, so we won that. But then they still have the ban on filming public officials in a government office. That's really messed up. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? They ask her, they did it.
No, I believe you that they haven't.
Yeah.
Undemocratic.
Absolutely. You will be trespassed if you do it. Ask me how I know.
Hold on. Oh, the wind is picking up.
Yeah, that's always suck. Yeah, this is a kite basically. You could fly this sucker. Might be too heavy though. How heavy? Oh, that's heavy.
Who's your lawyer? You got one on.
No, so on the first couple lawsuits, we lost one, won one. I was getting lawyers, but I have so much stuff, nobody wanted to touch it anymore. So Jeffrey Rapkin, the lawyer in Punta Gorda, he said, "Screw it, just go pro se," and that's what we did.
Pro se.
You know what pro se is, right?
No.
You do it on your own.
On your own. Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, and that way I get to do what I want instead of a lawyer telling me you can do that, you can't do that. So, but of course, if you file, it's got to be legitimate. So everything I have is on video. We already got the documents. They knowingly violated my rights. Like as an example, we just filed another one against Tony Pribble at security over here. I was protesting at the DMV in Punta Gorda on the sidewalk in the back where the red is. He trespassed me for legally protesting on the sidewalk.
No way. Really?
Yet anybody else can be there, but if Andy's there, you're trespassed. Is that right? I think they're treating me like the new black man. What do you think?
You are dressed in black.
Yeah, well, actually, that's true. I am. Yeah, I just got to do a gold blackface, right? Or
And
that
what's
would be
this
racist.
Black Robe News. Is that your?
I don't. So with Black Robe, do you know your history from our founding fathers? So when they first came here, who were the people that were waking up the people to fight against the Redcoat British police? You know who?
The Black Robe.
The preachers. So anytime a Redcoat British police saw a preacher, do you know what he did to him? Shot him dead. So this movement is coming back. If you Google it, this movement is coming back. Because I don't know if you agree or not, there's a lot of churches that just worship the government now, and that's not right, right? Yeah, you should not believe everything they say, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look. Exactly. I mean, look at what Trump just did, right? 150 billion for his own police force now, and they're supposedly going to do immigrants, but when are they going to start doing protesters?
He's
right?
already said home program. Yes.
Well, he did. Whoa, I did not know that.
Well, in his
Which one?
she's an influencer, but she went and spoke with Trump, and then he fired all the national security folks because he met with them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She posted a thing that said that they're going to feed. They have 65 million free meals for the alligators at Alcatraz.
Oh,
right?
wow.
There's not 65 million immigrants in America, but there are 65 million Latinos.
Ooh.
That's genocide. She's talking about genocide.
Are we repeating World War II with the Japanese? Internment
it's
camps.
Even worse. It's even worse.
You think it's like the Jews? Auschwitz. Wow. Did you guys go down there? Did you go down there?
I haven't gone there.
Okay, I've not been there either. It's a 2-hour drive.
I'm too heartbroken by it.
Right.
And I know that's probably more reason for me to go, but like my great-grandfather came here from
Right.
anti-Semitism in 1901. So like before we ever had the Holocaust,
Right.
it was bad in Germany.
Interesting.
So he left in 1901 and immigrated
Right.
to this country. And so I have that backstory.
Okay.
as part of my personal heritage. And,
Right.
You know, I studied history and I have college degrees, and if you look at the moves that our government is making, Timothy Snyder wrote a really good book
Okay.
called On Tyranny.
Okay.
And it just kind of outlines how democracies fall and
Right.
how authoritarianism becomes a thing.
Right.
We're like 12 steps into his 20-step process at this point.
Interesting. Wow, that's scary, right?
Yeah, Timothy Snyder.
Right. Oh man, you're quitting already? Come on, man. Okay, do you understand what this shirt means? Okay, so you know when we freed our country, there was hardly any laws. Okay, sounds like you like to read books. Have you read the book from Dershowitz? It's called 3 Felonies a Day?
No.
So he did research, and what he found out, and I'm sure you know this is true, local, state, and federal, there's so many laws now, you don't even know it, and you're probably breaking the law right now, and they could arrest you. Same thing for me. Ruin your life and ruin your family's life. Is that what our founding fathers fought for? Not even close. And now everything's illegal, and now Trump's on steroids, right? Yeah. He just passed a big, beautiful bill that they're going to start. Did you see that? They want to make 10 more camps across the country, I guess?
Well, the funding for ICE
is the biggest ever. Holy shit!
It's bigger than the funding for the Russian military.
Yeah, for the government.
It's insane.
Yes, it is.
And if you think for a second that they're not going to make ICE the largest police force, that they're not going to
that is correct.
Protesters and immigrants and other people.
Right. Correct. Absolutely correct. Yes, I agree.
Can I tell you about a lady at the very, very far end of the line?
Okay.
Way down there, she was 50 yards to the nearest group of women in the line, right?
Okay.
So me going up and down the line, I felt my duty to go down there and just talk with her, man.
Right.
Hold my sign out. She had a heart attack 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
and
my.
she's out here because she's been at every demonstration that we've
Wow,
had here, and she wasn't going to miss this.
That's dedication.
That is really,
That is
and courage, too.
Right.
So I asked her, I said, well, is the doctor allowing you to be out here?
To make room.
Right.
She said,
Making room.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was the second or third protest that I came to here. There was a lady out there that walked there. She had had knee surgery less than 2 weeks.
Can you make it happen?
I'm going to try to get some more interviews. Thank you for your time. All right.
My sister was this creative.
Can I ask a sign, you guys? Okay, we're out here doing a story. Why do you guys hate Trump? What's the reason?
Why do we what?
Why do you hate Trump or dislike Trump?
Dislike with his cruelty.
What's that?
I don't hate anybody.
Okay, all right. Well, that's why I said, or you dislike him. That's why I said dislike.
Well,
I don't like.
he breaks the law first and
Right.
then waits for the Supreme Court to come down.
Okay, there you go.
You know what I mean? He's cruel.
Right,
He doesn't care about one person but himself and perhaps his mirror.
right.
He is not,
I know, she's going to do it
he is not to be
Right,
in charge of dog catching because
Right.
dogs are so wonderful and he's so cruel.
right.
Why people want that kind of cruelty, I'll never
Right.
Are you
understand.
giving him grief? Well, he asked me.
Yes, I'm asking why she dislikes Trump, so she's giving all the reasons. Hey, look at my shirt. I don't want a police state, do you?
No.
And he just started internment camps. Does that make you happy?
No.
Exactly. They're going to make 10 more across the country.
Not
Did you hear
only
about
that,
that?
it's double trouble.
See?
Lost one of our American guys to ICE.
Yep.
And one right below Miami.
Wow.
We lost one of our guys to ICE from our office.
Oh, no
And
kidding.
it took us 3 months to get him back.
Those two
Oh,
people.
man. Yes, they are. Like the Stasi did, right?
Right, yes.
That is correct. So
This is like
you guys
my-
think you're going to end up in one of his camps just because you believe in free speech?
Right, he has a loose pen.
Right.
His pen is way too loose. He thinks he
It
can
is.
write the rules.
It is.
He's Hitler.
A fascist,
what he did,
socialist,
yeah,
fascist,
Well,
communist.
that was
correct.
how it was in the mid-30s
Right.
in Germany.
Right. How are
It's
you?
What's going on now?
How are you?
Good.
Just the bells and whistles should be going off for people.
Right.
This has happened before.
Yes, it has. Absolutely.
So that's why.
So no
My
kidding,
brothers
they're quitting
included.
already? What
My
a
brothers
bummer.
are included. The
Right.
stupidity.
He's just a cruel fucking
Nazi. Say Nazi.
Nazi.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
You have a good day. Sir, can I ask for finding out why you guys don't like Trump? Why do you dislike him?
Why do I dislike him?
Yes. That's a good sign, by the way. Holy crap. What does it say?
No to rule by billions.
Damn.
Government by religion.
Do you think he just put everybody in fear now that he passed a bill with $150 million for the ICE to put people in camps?
Yeah. I think he's a dictator.
Right. All right. Thanks. So we're asking why don't you like Trump?
What's that?
What are the reasons why you don't like Trump?
See you later.
All right. What are the reasons why you don't like Trump?
What?
What are the reasons why you don't like Trump? We're finding out from people. I know there's a lot. What are some of the biggies?
He doesn't have a heart.
Right.
He doesn't care about people. Oh yeah.
So you agree with him putting these people in camps and with mask on? That's like Stasi.
That's horrible.
It is unbelievable. Is that American or un-American?
Un-American.
All right. So did you hear how much money was in the bill for ICE? He's going to have the largest police force ever. In fact, bigger budget than small countries. Does that scare you?
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
You think you're going to end up in there for your sign? What's your sign?
Yes.
That's good. That is a good sign. That's very, very good. That is awesome.
It scares me because he just said the other day, I hate Democrats. I
hate that.
Democrats.
Right.
Over and over and over. Like.
So is he going to deport you guys too? I mean, what do you think? Or just put you in a camp like Alcatraz? What do they call it? Alligator, Alcatraz, something like that.
I think any place that we can't vote, that's where he'll put us.
Wow. All right. Thank you for your time.
Sure.
We're doing a story today. What are the reasons why you dislike Trump? I know there's a lot. What are the reasons why you dislike Trump? That's a good shirt. Holy crap.
Probably for the racism.
Right. All right. So you think what he's doing to the illegals right now is crazy?
Oh yeah. It's not just what he does to illegals.
Right.
He treats everybody the same.
That is true.
Okay.
That is true. Do you think after he's done with illegal Mexicans, he's going to start going after Democrats with signs?
I already see some of the officials going after motorcycle gangs now.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Did not
I think
know
they're.
that.
Yeah, I just watched an official on a Facebook thing.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to have to put up with this shit anymore.
Oh my!
I think they're barking up the wrong fucking tree.
So you know in the bill they just passed $150 billion for his own freaking force, bigger than small countries. Does that scare you? No comment?
Everything about him scares me.
All right, there you go. You have a good day, man. Miss, can I ask? We're trying to find out why do you dislike Trump? What are the reasons?
It's not about Trump. It's
Okay.
not about disliking him.
Okay.
And people like to yell at us, Trump is our president.
Right.
We know that.
Right.
We know that.
Right.
But the cruelty has to stop.
Right.
Alligator Alcatraz
It is.
wrong on
It
so
is.
many levels.
Right.
And if you put up a picture of Japanese internment camps
That's right.
and Alligator Alcatraz.
Are we repeating history?
Yes. And it's because they don't know it.
Right.
And they think it's okay. And
Right.
this is not normal. This is not
Right.
okay. The Supreme Court has given him free reign.
They did.
And he's running away with it.
That's correct.
But I can't tell if he is actually falling deeper into dementia or if he uses it when it's convenient.
Interesting.
Well, if you watch, and I couldn't watch the whole thing, it was so horrible.
Right.
But the interview of him sitting at the table, the reporters are out there.
Okay.
Fox News, she asked him, how long are the migrants going to be there?
Right.
Pretended he didn't understand the question, or maybe he didn't.
Uh-oh.
She had to repeat it 3 times.
Uh-oh.
And then he never answered it, but he did come back with, well, I'm going to spend a lot of time in Florida. Florida is my home.
Right.
Unfortunately, I have to go to the White House sometimes.
Right.
Interrupt my vacation.
Right.
But Florida is my home. That's where I'm. And
wow.
The ramblings are just incredible. He has embarrassed this country.
Right.
The rest of the country is with us.
Right.
Or the rest of the world is with us.
Right.
Who has ever made an enemy out of Canada?
That's a good point.
Who's ever made an enemy out of Canada?
Right.
That's wrong.
Right.
And my hope, which is what's happening, is that the rest of the world gets together so that Zelensky doesn't need us. It's going to hurt.
Right.
But it's worth it.
Right.
And Zelensky is showing what it is to be a leader.
Right.
He's in there with his people. He's not going to desert them.
Right.
And Trump wants to say nice things about Putin.
Yep. I was just going to bring that up.
And
you think he's turning into a Putin?
Well, Trump said on day 1, when asked, are you going to be a dictator?
Right.
I'll be a dictator on day 1. Well, there's no coming back from that.
Damn, I didn't know that one. Wow.
There's no coming back from that. It was, I believe, a 60 Minutes interview.
Right.
And the older gentleman with gray hair on 60 Minutes.
Right.
Can't remember his name right now.
Right.
But when interviewing Trump supporters, I have heard men say, we need a dictator.
Right.
Because they don't understand what it means.
Right.
And ignorance is not bliss.
Right.
Ignorance is killing this country.
Right.
I could talk forever, so
right. I know.
You want to end me.
I was just going to ask, what do you think of my shirt, and you know what it means?
Wow.
Okay. When we founded our country, we were free, and now everything's illegal, right? And now we have Trump in office, who could literally bust you for breathing, right? Does that scare you?
Only if I get tanner, which I usually do in the summer.
Right?
I'm kidding. I have curly hair.
Yep.
I look Hispanic.
Right?
But I wish I did speak Spanish.
Did they pull you over yet?
Not yet.
Interesting.
Not yet.
You should put a Spanish sticker on the back just to tease them, right?
And you know what? I am willing to be arrested for this shit.
Damn. You don't know any Spanish?
Just about, no.
Damn
well,
it. Uno, dos, tres? Cuatro, cinco?
I have a girlfriend in Miami who teaches me bad words.
Okay, very good. There you go, right?
No, to read it, I can usually figure out the gist of it.
Yes.
To listen to it, if it's really fast, no.
Right.
I'm gone.
Right.
To speak it, no.
Right.
I can say simple words, but that's it.
Got it. Yeah, I can't either. And I will be honest.
It's a shame.
And I will be honest.
Spanish is our second language.
Right, correct.
We should know it. Everybody else in the country, in the world, we expect them to speak English.
That is correct.
Who the hell are we to be that special?
That is correct.
This wasn't even our land.
Right.
We stole this land.
Right.
So when he says immigrants got to go,
right,
that's all of us.
Right.
I'm second generation born here from Sicily.
Right.
My great-grandparents would have been kicked out.
Right. Wow.
And they never learned how to speak English.
Right.
But it was okay because everyone in that neighborhood was
That's
Italian.
correct.
And
By the way, I'm going to ask, since you are really from that country, what's the best Italian restaurant in Charlotte County?
I don't go to Italian restaurants
I
anywhere.
thought since you're Italian that you...
No, because my food's better.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
My grandma taught me how to cook.
All right.
And no, I don't like anybody's sauce. It tastes fake. It's bitter.
Wow.
No, I make my own.
Right. Very good. Okay, what other than Italian, what do you think's the best restaurant in Charlotte County? Since you have
Italian.
Italian,
not
Italian. Okay, Italian. Okay, what do you think is the
I've
best?
only been here a year. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Okay, where'd you come from?
I'm originally from Philly.
Okay.
But I was in North Carolina when I came here. I was in the Outer Banks.
Okay, so which place is better, Philly, North Carolina, or Florida?
Oh, I miss the Outer Banks so much.
Right.
As red as it is,
right,
it's so peaceful.
Right.
The first time, Trump flags everywhere.
Right.
And a lot of people were afraid to put their Biden flags out.
Wow.
And I get it. Yeah, that's how bad it was.
Wow.
I put mine out because I lived alone.
Right.
Fine. Attacked my house. I got insurance.
Damn. What do you mean they tagged your house?
Oh, I had preteens throw rocks at my windows.
Oh, that's not good.
To try to break them.
That's not good.
So I went out on my deck.
Yes.
And I'm like, y'all got a problem?
Right.
Well, at the time, I also had my Hate Has No Home here.
Right.
With Pride Rainbow, Black Lives Matter heart.
Right.
And like American flag heart.
Right.
And I guess I looked white at the time because one of them yelled on my property, on my driveway.
Right.
You're not white. Your flag's stupid.
Wow.
But as I said, that doesn't mean I can't show support.
Right.
They were chanting White Lives Matter.
Oh my.
When white people hear Black Lives Matter, when they hear Black Lives Matter, all they hear is White Lives Don't.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Why?
Right.
And then they want to racists tell black people, go home.
Right.
Wait, we stole them and brought them here. What the fuck do you mean go home?
Right.
I get fired up. Like, I really get fired up.
Did you know there's still slavery in Africa? And some of the Muslim countries. Still happening.
But remember, the white South Africans were in danger.
Right.
That's why he brought them here.
Right.
So white people are welcome.
That is true. I did hear about that. That is correct.
And it's true. White people.
And now he's
going
to deport all the Haitians, I heard, the Mexicans.
Everyone who's brown.
That's correct. When is he going to start coming after Democrats because they have signs?
Oh, he has already said.
I hate Democrats. I heard that.
After his political
I heard
opponents.
That. Right.
But what's really fucked up is that he was a Democrat for his entire life.
Correct. That is
until
correct.
he saw an opening.
Same with Elon.
Yes.
What do you think about Elon's idea of starting a third party just to break up the two party? That's actually a good idea, right? It is.
I mean,
because he's both sides. Actually, he really
is. A lot of us have
is.
said that for so many years. Two is not a choice.
It is not. I agree.
We need more.
I agree.
Even though he said it, it doesn't matter. We've all been saying that for so long. And who we need to listen to is David Hogg.
Right.
He's got the balls to change this country.
Right.
But yet, Democrats are so scared. Oh my God, he has such crazy ideas.
Right.
Why in the fuck are you afraid of him? First you say that we need to reach the young folks.
Right.
Then a young folk stands up.
Right.
Oh no, he's too radical.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
And he stepped down from co-chair of the DNC.
Right.
Because they were coming after him. And he's like, fuck this, I don't need this.
Right.
But he's right in so many ways.
Right.
So many ways.
Right.
And people really need to listen to him, and they're not.
Exactly.
They're not. Michael Cohen told us what he is over and over again.
Right.
And I kind of feel bad for Stormy Daniels.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
She was dragged through the mud.
Right.
And it's okay somehow that he paid her $135,000. But E. Jean Carroll is saying, hold my beer.
Yes, millions.
She'll never see it. She knows
Right,
that.
right.
But it was the what's the word I'm looking for?
Right thing?
No, it begins with a P. Principal.
Okay.
It was the principal of the whole
Okay,
thing.
right.
And he is beatable.
Right. Yes,
Like,
he
he's
is.
just a puppet.
Right.
The Heritage Foundation are the ones who are pulling the strings.
Right.
Project 2025 is real.
Right.
Although a lot of people don't want to hear that.
Right.
I have a girlfriend I met in the Navy, and I don't even think I can call her a friend anymore.
Wow.
She is definitely willful ignorance.
Right.
Okay, she doesn't want to get involved.
Right.
Her life is so packed, and I get it. Okay?
Right.
I get it,
Right.
but that doesn't mean you can't care.
Right.
Her boyfriend's a Trumper.
Right.
So I know I can never go see her.
Wow.
They live in Oklahoma.
Right.
She's originally from Seattle.
Right.
I've known her for 30 years.
Right.
I was so hurt when I found out she voted for him the first time.
Right.
So before the vote, the second vote where they say he won,
Right.
I asked her, how do you vote? What do you mean? I said, you are standing there, your ballot's in front of you.
Mhm.
How do you vote? She's like, I don't know. Okay, D, how do you know who to vote for?
Right.
I don't know. This is all willful ignorance.
Right.
So
Wow.
I said, D, do you ever look at anybody's platform? Look them
Right.
up online, anybody's platform.
Right.
I don't have time for that.
Right. Oh my.
Okay, so you have no idea what danger you're putting yourself in,
Right.
which she doesn't believe.
Is she a sheep?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, he's there all the time.
Right.
She does not talk politics.
Right.
She has said she walks away from the discussions because she doesn't know enough and she feels stupid.
Wow.
I said, then get educated.
Exactly.
Get educated.
Right.
So there was one thing in particular I told her. I said, there was a playbook when the pandemic happened.
Right.
I said, gee, there was a playbook for this exact situation.
Right.
This exact situation, the Obama administration put together a department for this exact situation.
Right.
In 2017, Trump's administration was walked through it.
Right.
Trump decided to have his administration dismantle it in 2019.
Right.
The only reason being is Obama did it.
Right.
Anything Obama did because he's black
Right.
can't be right, can't be good.
Wow.
So she didn't believe it.
Right.
I said, okay, D, I'll do the investigating. So I sent her a link. It wasn't even that long.
Right.
I sent her a link
Right.
about exactly what I told her.
Right.
So before this, or after the second vote, I asked her if she read it. She said no.
And that's why she's not informed, because she's not reading.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So then I pointed out this time, I said, Dee, do you realize that your daughter and your granddaughter have less rights than we did?
Right.
Oh, that's not true.
Wow.
Dee, it is true.
Right.
Project 2025 is real.
Right.
It is true.
Right.
She kept saying, it's not.
Wow.
And this is exactly it.
Right.
It's willful ignorance.
It
You
is.
can't complain that you don't know anything to have a conversation.
Right.
But when you're given information, and then this one just killed me. She said, well, I'm not going to take your word for it. I can look it up.
Right. You're not going to read mine. Why would you read that one?
Huh?
I know. Hey, like you said, I got to let you go because I got another place. But it was good to meet you. You have a good day.
Good to meet you, too.
See ya.
I think I might have talked to you before, actually.
Maybe I get around. You have a good day.